Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Finally, good grief. Come on. Okay, there we go, fine. Peachy. Alright. Oh, mercy in heaven. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I'm doing story focus. If anybody doesn't want to see story focus, well, they can lick the nads of a donkey. I don't care. Because your opinion don't mean jack diddly. If you don't like it, go to another stream. I do not care. Let's see here. I'm saying that to everybody else, Sherry, not to you. Because you know how people are, why are you playing on story mode? Because it's my freaking system. It's not yours. Shut your freaking mouth. I'll play it how I want to play it. Freaking elitist, get a friggin' life. Can't stand people like that, man. I'm working on getting a friggin' house and aiming to get married later on in the future. You know, adult things. So grow up. Suffice to say, this is running in performance mode. Suffice to say, apparently the save data transfers over, which is cool. I think I evaded that. Definitely digging the music. It was all inside of his head.
Soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
I cut myself shaving today.
You all know the target. Shiva's got one. And only the dominant. No one else. Where's the fun in that?
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
Well, that just further proves how much slaves that you are.
Let's get this done. Focus, Wyvern. You are keeping this mission a success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Hmm.
Don't have time, Hannes. All hell is about to break loose.
What is that? Oh, okay.
Time to move. Just in time.
Hey, Junebug, how you doing, man? Long time no talk, although then again, long time no stream for me too. So, well, I finally am selling my Xbox Series X. I sold the games today, and I need to sell the system, which I was going to do today, but I couldn't because it wasn't updated, and their Wi-Fi, the place I was selling them at, was total trash. So I brought it home to update, and I'm going to take it back to sell it. It's that Final Fantasy theme, baby.
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
The full game is actually out this coming week, I think. Next week, I mean.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them. bugger their knights. What did you say? Should this citadel be
Womp.
to fall,
Womp indeed.
the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to...
Don't you have something in your mouth and you don't know what it is? Then I realized I had a turnover earlier, so that's why.
Which just leaves me. The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on stone. This game is over.
No, it's not. It's just beginning. And the save data transfer is over. Didn't you read the beginning of the game? I guess that's one thing about Square Enix titles when they put out demos. They try to have with the save data transfers over to the full game. Makes you feel like you're actually getting something out of a demo instead of having to start the friggin' thing back over. She just called you a dick. A Richard. Benedicta?
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he traces the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You,
This head is huge.
you're my lion.
There's a bomb chicka wow wow going on in the Final Fantasy game.
Bit of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
So you probably will bend your dick, duh. Oh, okie dokie. Yeah, no problem, man.
This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
I've just been real busy with a whole lot of crap over, like, whenever it was the last time that I streamed, so... Move on up, move on out. It's like I was praying to God, build up what needs to be built up and break what needs to be broken. Nobody else can say otherwise but God Almighty. I'm glad I got performance mode on, that's for sure. Okay, so all the daggum messages wants to pop up here now. Way to go, Sony, you friggin' retards.
And quick and deadly, as always.
Housing Commission rate changes took effect today. Is that good or bad? Well, if it's Joe, it's probably bad. Yeah, I got adult things going on with me too, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. That makes a lot of sense. That'll really work out, won't it? Not.
Look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Ooh, that's pretty. Can I just say how happy I'll be when that walking corpse is out of office when election year comes in again? Yeah, you're voting for the lesser of two evils, but he needs to get out of office. Desperately needs to get out of office. Like, for good. So is this Shiva and Titan? That's the only two Guardian-related names that I could think of. I don't think it really matters too much. Yeah, tell me about it.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern.
Ooh. Oh, they said the F word in a Final Fantasy game. Well, I already heard it was supposed to be a darker Final Fantasy, so it's supposed to be more mature and darker, so we'll see how that goes. And I think this is the very beginning of the game in the demo. I think. Well, it's got to be if you could transfer save data over. At least I would think so, anyways. I think the demo is like 2 hours or something, from what I've heard. Let's just hope it's not a 2 hour long movie. It's Final Fantasy and it's all about spectacle, we know, but even then though, I've heard there's a lot of gameplay to be had from what I've heard of different previews. And the game is out next week. So I need to get what I want to get out of Diablo 4 and then send it back so this can go ahead and get sent to me when it comes out next week. Which I forgot what the date was. 22nd, I think. So, which really I don't think I'm going to see myself playing Diablo 4 much anyways. At least at press time. I get it when it's like dirt freaking cheap. The friggin' online game. Playing single player in a friggin' online game. Are you freaking kidding me? Multiplayer makes sense, but single player? No. Ain't a snowball's chance in heck I'm going to end up like paying full price for that or even half price. Get it when it's like $10 or something. Maybe. Freaking stupid. And of course, in this game, you're kind of jumping back and forth between time periods with the main protagonist, like in the past and then also in the present, if I'm not mistaken. I don't. There may be something that goes on in the future too. I don't know. I have no idea. For all we know, knowing this Final Fantasy, probably all 3 time periods will cross, or 2 or 3. And of course you have the little puppy dog follow you in the game. I forgot what his name was, but he's like a companion. I swear if the dog dies in the game, I don't care how good the game is, I'll hate the game forever. Oh, what, now we're learning combat? We gotta get through the tutorial.
Let's start again from the beginning.
Let's just fight.
Show me your form.
The tutorial. Yep, exactly. Which wouldn't surprise me if the dog does die in the game, that would happen with your character. except with magic and whatever weapons you get. Matter of fact, there was a guy that was in orientation today who was a gamer, and he and I were talking about games, and we started talking about Final Fantasy 16. He's like, man, he's like, I'm such a turn-based kind of guy. He's like, I kind of don't like the way the whole action route is going with Final Fantasy. And I was like, yeah, I said, I could get that. He's like, I love Kingdom Hearts. He said, that was action-based. He said, but just Final Fantasy in general. He said, I just think it should stick with its own, like, classic formula of turn-based. And I was like, yeah, I get it. I was like, I like turn-based, too. I said, but I get it. I don't mind it with the action side of things. I mean, I really don't. If this was turn-based, I'd still want to play it. Because he's got a Zelda tattoo on his hand, which I immediately had recognized when I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's from Breath of the Wild. So I started chatting with him a bit. And the funny thing was that he actually parked beside me. Because he said, dude, I saw this Cactuar sticker on the back of this car and this Triforce on the back of this car. I was like, yeah, that was mine. He's like, oh, it was yours. Because the Cactuars are from the Final Fantasy series. It's an enemy. So I was like, yeah. I was like, you parked right next to me. That was just funny. We were chatting about a few other games too, you know, whenever we had kind of had time to.
Oh, to be so young and fleet of foot.
Not quite.
I ended up getting back
How did you dodge that?
a little while ago.
That was amazing.
Went to go have dinner with me and the lady went to go have dinner with someone from church at their place. But it was kind of like a little birthday thing too for her as well, since her birthday was yesterday.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of
Got a few things prepared for her over like the next few days as well, for things we're gonna do for
Show me what sets you apart from the rest.
so she's gonna be on her own for the next week.
Granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on. Well, I'm waiting.
Erotic feats. Oh wait, that didn't read erotic. Iconic feats. Well, we already had Chickadee jumping in the dude's lap and or face, and then wanting to get banged against the wall. So, anyways,
With it all our shields could move
That's
so
cool.
swiftly.
that's cool.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is
Or
only
just one.
way to ensure that you do not fall.
How much am I gonna get? I don't know.
And your energies replenished.
I don't know.
Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. That won't do at all.
They couldn't get it in a chance to check everything out with it because it had a friggin' update. So, speaking of which, I need to check real quick. Hang on one second. I need to check real quick to see if the thing is already completely updated on my Xbox, so I can go ahead and turn it off since it already be over and done with. Xbox Game Showcase. I don't freaking care. I don't freaking care. Holy crap, I haven't played this in so long I forgot to turn the friggin' thing off. Okay, here we go. Oh, boy. Lord, I apologize for being retarded. And be with the pygmies down there in New Guinea, amen. Watch movie. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just haven't been like, using it at all. Really, like, just life in general, with how things are going on with life right now. Not to also mention the fact that I'm focusing more towards the Sony and Nintendo side of things. So,
You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, ensure that you live fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. Kick a man while he's
You'd never ask.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
spar with me.
That too.
You believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, and prove it.
There's just like the way that gaming is nowadays, it's just like it doesn't feel special like it used to when we were younger, because it's such a bloated industry, and especially with a lot of just political crap shoved in games nowadays, that it's just not special like it used to be. It just is not. There used to be a lot of like creative things that would come out for gaming in the 90s and like in the early 2000s. There's just that's just like few and far between nowadays, man. I mean, it's just, I'd like to see another video game crash so like companies can pull their heads out of their butts.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
He's 15.
Just stay calm.
I don't know what the heck I just did. Well, that was dumb. Okay, this is jumping. This is fire. And I'm shooting it with fire. And this is the shitty shift. Shitty shit. Defeat the Lord Commander. Ooh, what that? Ooh, wow, what the frickin' piss did I do? You break his will, you leave him staggered, deal as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Okay, so basically that's just like stunning. Use the thingy to do rising flames and the power iconic ability granted by Clyde by the blessing of the Phoenix. I can't do it because my thingy's charging. So I'm just going to attack him like that. I used it too soon. Ooh, they did the thingy with the Final Fantasy thing, but they did it with voices instead. Openly attack fans of franchises and ruining crappy games and movies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Just like I said, any games that I got on my Xbox previously, I'm just going to turn around and buy them for my PlayStation. Yeah, I know I'll have to start back over on them again, but I don't care. Like, I don't care. When it happens, it happens. Because there's some on there that I've been wanting to go back and play again, but I just didn't care about doing them on Xbox. I just didn't.
You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one take you.
And Microsoft lied to us anyways with all these companies they've been buying up, so these games that they were supposedly coming out with, exclusive for the system. I don't care anymore. It's terrible when a hobby you really love just gets destroyed, and then you just don't want to have nothing to do with it anymore, and you just move on. Which it's not that I don't want to have anything to do with gaming anymore. It's just the fact that it's taken a back seat compared to the way that it used to be. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. I got the X because I wanted to be in next-gen gaming at that time. And then I got a PS5, and then I didn't really care anymore about the Xbox.
Just a cold.
Gaming is supposed to be a pastime, not a way of life. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the truth. What's that glowing blue thing over there? That's got to be like a save point or a healing point or something.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Now, have fun with that.
Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Indefatigable. I need to look that up. That's a very interesting word. I want to say it in a conversation that people get dumber by looking at me.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
What is indefatigable? It stands for persisting tirelessly. Okay. That's cool. Them Japanese and them big old words.
Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch.
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born a phoenix.
We should join them.
It's Nancy Pelosi going for her pedicure. Oh wait, never mind.
Right, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey George Clive Spa.
Spa? That's the dog's name, Torgal. Oh, yeah, puppy. Look at the puppy.
Father.
Oh.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. You must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
She looks like a dude. Oh, man. Oh, what do you expect nowadays?
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is
I don't know all of what Torgal does with you in battle, but maybe we'll find out in the demo. Sunrise Sunset. That's the name of the place? That's a stupid name. Don't fret. Hold down the L3 button. Trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Current designation of display. Boy, I know Worthaby would get his dick in a twist over here and that, and it's just funny to hear him complain. Because I welcome stuff like that, so.
Remember, it is for us to protect His Highness. All right, let's get this stuff up.
What the crap? It just sucked right into me. That's cool, though. Let's try to explore everywhere and do all the things.
Need to shift this lot before we lose the light.
Because if the save data is going to transfer, we might as well just run around and get everything we can. Alright, man. Thank you for coming in. I'll talk at you later. Later, Tater!
The way I see it, it's us or them. I know my money's on.
Man, this performance mode is rough.
Forgive me, my lord, but I need to finish inspecting his crystals.
That was a thrilling bout, my lord. You put on quite a show for us, Lord Rosvale.
It is near.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge me. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
We'll be having a feast.
I'm having my bearer fill the well. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Wheat harvest's down again, apparently. If this war ends up dragging on, we'll starve.
Best fill our bellies while we can, then,
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? There's Joshua.
That child is the future.
My lord, it's not how it looks. I'm, inspecting the castle walls by order of the Duchess.
I shall return shortly. Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's see here.
Good luck.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south, to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom?
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the Duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm doing all right. All going well. Just going through life, you know, new things, new opportunities, new things happening, all this stuff. So
No messages, my lord.
how you doing? Ain't that purty?
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days. Maybe 5.
Batman Arkham City again, new game plus is a nightmare. I imagine so, man.
Can I? The blood of the Rossfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the Apollo. So yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. He is a youth, but 15 years. He's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid chief.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did.
He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would lead us across the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck!
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us. Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports place them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Alright, clearly I thought that there was going to be something that was really going to come out of this in terms of how the gameplay is, but that has not happened yet, and it's getting late for me where I live at, so I'm actually going to stop the stream now. I got to get a shower and rest. I got up at 7:15 this morning, so I should be back sometime tomorrow for a bit before I head out in the afternoon. So yeah, but I appreciate everybody coming out and checking out the archive, or they will be checking out the archive version, checking out the live version as well. But I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. An hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes. Well, give or take. Maybe about an hour. And freaking cutscene after cutscene.